Today, I'm in Central Park interviewing meat eaters about a controversial tactic in the animal rights movement, open rescue. Let's start with the basics. Imagine you were walking and you saw a dog trapped in a hot car. Do you think you should have the right to break into that car to help the dog?
Absolutely. Anybody who's going to do that to a dog shouldn't even own a dog. They're totally wrong.
Definitely, I think you should be able to do it because it's a life, and life matters no matter if it's a person or a dog or a baby. I think you should do something about it if you have the option to.
You should call somebody, a fireman or a policeman.
Let's say you call the police and the firemen and they say they don't care. Then should you have the right to do it?
Definitely.
And what is it about dogs that means that we should try to help them if we can?
They're just an animal trying to live, and, they're by and large pretty friendly, and man's best friend, human's best friend. I don't know. Even a cat, too, or any kind of animal, really.
Yeah, even a bird.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, humans should have the right to help animals if they're in need.
Absolutely should have the right to help animals in need.
I really like dogs, and if you give them a treat, they'll be nice to you, and they'll probably be the same for rescuing. They would really like me, and I really like dogs licking me, so.
Well, let's say instead of a car, there was a giant shed, and it was owned by a corporation, and the corporation was violating tons of animal welfare laws. Do you think that activists should have the right to help the animals in that situation?
Absolutely, especially if they're held in conditions that are completely, inhumane and painful. It's bad enough that, they have to die to wind up on your plate. Yeah, I still eat meat products and meat, but I also try to mix in as much vegan options as I can every day.
So this is the eggs they were selling. They say cage-free, but then when activists went to the farm, this is what they found. What do you think about that?
They should close it. Yeah.
They should close it.
That's not right. That's not right, because if you say, you're following the rules and then you're not supposed to keep doing that.
So does that mean, if I had bought those eggs, I was lied to?
Yeah, so here's the next picture. So this is the farm that those chickens come from. You can see them.
Horrible. The stomach's got the feathers burnt off. They're overweight for their body to hold them up. It's terrible. I'm very familiar with that stuff.
Okay.
It's awful.
So this is the farm that was claiming they were cage-free. And then that is an animal rights advocate. He went into the farm. How do you think the farm looks?
I think it looks pretty horrible.
They went in and they got this chicken named Ching. Look at her feet. Do you notice anything about her feet?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It looks like she was uncomfortable and also being hurt.
Yeah.
You can see it from here. And not only her feet, it's her whole body, it doesn't look nice.
Yeah, their feet look mangled from probably standing on the wire.
Yeah, exactly. So basically what the activists did is they exposed the conditions of the farm and took some birds out. And the state of California, instead of prosecuting the farm for violating every animal welfare law, is instead going after the activists with felony charges. What do you think about that?
I think that's complete and total hypocrisy. Pardon my French, but it's total bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that the company that's doing wrong by these animals should be held accountable, and the people who are trying to rescue them from being in torturous conditions should, they don't need to be, applauded, although I think they should be, but they don't need to be put in jail.
There's something wrong. He found out that there's something wrong. He's supposed to be a hero, not being charged for things that the company is supposed to be in charge, because he's the one that is not following the rules. That doesn't make any sense.
That don't make no sense.
The farmers first, they lied to everybody about the cage-free thing, and then and they were treating the chickens with horrible conditions, and they were getting really hurt. So I think the ones that should go to jail are the farmers.
So you would support the activists' right to rescue, generally?
I would support the right to rescue an animal that's being kept in cruel and, demeaning conditions. And, there's also, what, not to go on a tangent, but, I support, what Sea Shepherd is doing. I mean, there's international bans on whaling, yet whaling still happens illegally in open water, and they go after the ships that do that, and I think that's commendable because at least somebody's trying to take a stand.
So you think that people should have the right to step in and rescue animals when they're in need?
Definitely, yeah.
Tell Sonoma County to free the rescuers.
Free the rescuers.
Thank you for watching. If you want to help support the activists, check out the links in the description. No video next week because I'll be at the trial.